Verlauf von Marion Drive einen Kilometer folgen.
You know, when I think about the USA, there are a few things that come to my mind immediately. Large roads, fast food restaurants on every corner, and those huge supermarket chains where you can walk in and walk out with literally every product you need. Food, medicine, or even fishing accessories. And one of those supermarket chains, the most successful and the most famous one, is that one right behind me, Walmart. Walmart is not just a supermarket like you know it in any other country. No, Walmart is the company with the highest sales in the world. Not even Amazon, not even Apple, not even the Saudi Arabian oil company Saudi Aramco make as much money as Walmart. The company managed that with a radical low price policy, and with its wide range of products. If you go into a Walmart supermarket, you will simply find everything you need there. Sounds like a success story, doesn't it? Well, but there's this one thing that the company Walmart never achieved: to export this success story to Europe, and especially to my home country, Germany. Well, they tried it at the end of the 90s, but only 9 years later they sold all the branches and never came back. So, what I would really like to know is, how the heck did that actually happen? What makes this American supermarket chain so special that the concept obviously doesn't work in Europe? And why did Walmart fail in my home country, Germany? Well, let's try to find out, and actually, I'm also looking forward to a little shopping tour. So, let's go. Yeah, that was not a joke, I really meant it. Before we talk about the failed expansion of Walmart, let's go in there. I've never been to a Walmart supermarket before. When I was in the USA, I always went to Target, I guess, which I think it's similar but not the same. So I'm really excited what I will find there, and I'm also really excited what kind of products they have we don't have in Germany. So yeah, let's go in there. And while I'm doing that, here are a few facts about Walmart that you should know. The company is founded in the year 1950. A man named Sam Walton opens his first store in the small town of Bentonville in Arkansas, then still under the name Walton's Five and Dime. Even then, his concept is clear: food and household goods at the lowest possible prices, and he also has a vision from the start. Walton wants his company to become the largest retailer in the United States. A business model based on low prices, a large product range, and an efficient logistics system is to help him achieve this. The concept quickly becomes a success. In the following years, Walmart expands rapidly and quickly becomes the market leader in retail. The company opens branches in all parts of the United States and also expands abroad. In 1991, Walmart opens its first branch outside the United States in Mexico City. In the following years, the company expands into 24 countries and today employs more than 2.3 million people. Well, and if we grab a shopping cart and go into the store, we also get an idea of how the Walmart system works. What really surprises me as a European is the incredible size of this store. You first come to the fruit and vegetable department, then walk past all kinds of food. Even this department in itself is huge. But once you're through there, there's another huge area where you can get basically everything else you need for your life. There's an electronics department where you can buy headphones or computers or cell phones. Then you come to the DIY department where you can buy motor oil or leaf blowers or lawn mowers or air pumps and all kinds of other technical devices. Then there's everything for the car, for example, car batteries. Then there are products for your home such as lamps or blinds, furniture such as desks or cupboards. And then there's also a huge clothing department where you can find everything from suits to pink jogging suits. When it comes to food, I also find it really interesting how huge the packaging of products is in Walmart stores or in the USA in general. Whether it's chips or cornflakes or chocolate, there are always family-sized bags of all products or packaging with hundreds of different varieties. You won't find anything like that in German supermarkets. The packaging is much smaller there. And to round off my little tour, here are a few product discoveries I made. Apparently, people in the USA eat Nutella, a brand from Italy. Greetings from Europe. Then there's also an import shelf with products from Europe, for example, Heineken from the Netherlands. The cornflakes department is very interesting because they have basically the same brands here as in Germany, but they have completely different names. The Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, for example, are called Kellogg's Frosties in Germany. I think that's the same in other European countries, isn't it? And the cornflakes called Cinnamon Crunch are called Cinni Minis at home, which is also kind of funny. It's also interesting that there are always dozens of variation of a product that we don't have at home. For example, Heinz ketchup. There is not just the ketchup, but also countless other recipes, including Mayo Chup, a mix of ketchup and mayonnaise. What I also find really funny is how much you Americans obviously love mac and cheese. Here in the store, there's not just a whole shelf with different brands of mac and cheese. There are even dozens of frozen meals that all contain mac and cheese. And last but not least, there is one product I find particularly interesting, and that is this one. Do you know what that is? This is Lunchables, a cracker with sausage and cheese and stuff like that. This product actually also was sold in Germany in the 1990s and was advertised extensively on TV, but apparently it was so unsuccessful that it was taken off the market. But well, you can still buy it here in the USA. And that really takes me back to my childhood. Okay, that was my shopping tour, I have to say. It was quite fun, yeah, you can spend a lot of time in there, but it was also not like an overwhelming experience or something like that. We also have stores like that one in Germany. They are much smaller, but we also have like supermarkets where you can buy everything else from, I don't know, cables to bicycle wheels and stuff like that. So we do have that, but Walmart is definitely much larger. So the question still is, why is there no shopping paradise like Walmart in Germany? And why did the Walmart expansion fail so badly in Europe? Well, to find out, we have to go back in time to the year 1997. At that time, there is a supermarket chain in Germany called Wertkauf, which exists since the 1950s. It's a quite unusual concept for Germany. The company has very huge supermarket halls in which forklifts sometimes drive around during opening hours to store the products in the high shelves. At the end of the 1990s, however, the concept is struggling, so the chain is sold. The 21 branches at the time go to, right, the American supermarket giant Walmart. At the time, Walmart is planning an aggressive attack on the German market, with a concept that is already highly successful in the USA: radical low prices. And here we might already have the first point why this perhaps was not the best idea. We already have two huge supermarket chains with exactly this concept. The German brand Lidl, for example, which today is also very successful in all of Europe, and Aldi, which was also able to conquer the American market. You might have seen an Aldi store before. Well, Walmart tries it anyway, in the American way. The first managing director, Ron Tjarks, does not speak a single word of German when he starts his job, and the demands on employees are also very American. This includes, for example, excessive customer friendliness. Employees are required to smile as friendly as possible at everyone at the checkout. And at the entrances to the supermarkets, there are also so-called greeters, also based on the American model, who welcome everyone in a very very friendly manner. There's also some kind of a motivational training for the employees. Every time they start working in the morning, they need to stand in a circle and call out the words Walmart, Walmart several times in order to motivate each other and have fun at work. If I would compare all of that with the typical behavior in a typical German supermarket, I have to say it's exactly the opposite. First of all, we don't smile in Germany. In general, and also not in a supermarket. And in the second thing, I'm also not really sure if I want a person right next to a supermarket door who says, "Hello, how are you today?" every time I enter the supermarket. That's just something we don't do in Germany. It feels wrong somehow. And obviously, I'm not the only one with this feeling. In fact, those greetings and the overly friendly behavior is repeatedly criticized in the country when Walmart hits the German market. There are even reports of male customers who are complaining because they find this behavior at the cash desk flirty or even intrusive. And well, also the employees don't really like all that. There are reports that whenever these motivational rounds take place, people go to the bathroom to avoid having to take part. Long story short, the start of the Germany expansion of Walmart was already a fail, and the following decisions of the company didn't make things any better. At the beginning of the 2000s, Walmart tries to conquer the German market with even lower prices. A real price war with competitors such as Aldi and Lidl begins. The consequence? The company records huge losses and also the managing director is replaced. From April 2000, Alan Leighton is head of Walmart Europe. The German headquarters in the city of Wuppertal is managed for the first time by a German manager, Volker Barth. A few months later, Walmart tries to take over the German Metro Group and its stores. Shareholders, however, resist this. The plan fails. Walmart then tries to open another 50 stores on the German market on its own, which leads to ridicule from the competition. The plans are just far too boastful, and Germany is far too small for a price war that Walmart is trying to start here. The new European boss, Alan Leighton, resigns from his post after just 9 months. A year later, also the boss of the German office, Volker Barth, has to leave. He is replaced by the manager Kai Hafner. At the same time, the company radically scales back its expansion plans in Germany. Instead of the planned 20 new stores, only 2 are to be opened, the company says. All of that doesn't remain without consequences. In 2004, a court forces Walmart to disclose its balance sheets in Germany, and the numbers don't look really good. Business figures for the year 2000 show a loss of 26 million euros in 4 department stores alone. The loss for the entire German business is in the 3-digit million range, with sales of less than 3 billion euros. Yeah, and to make it even worse, Walmart is also messing with the unions in Germany. In general, Walmart is a very anti-union company. There are stories here in the US that they threatened to close entire branches if the employees dared to unionize. Well, you can try things like that in the US, maybe, but definitely not in Germany. And it seems like the company doesn't really understand that. To give you an example, in 2002, the company bans the union representative from attending the annual closing meeting. Such an exclusion is not permitted by law at all in Germany. The Works Council sues Walmart and wins in the first instance. Essentially, Walmart is constantly at odds with unions. One point of criticism is not least the salaries of the employees. Here too, the company is trying to save money wherever possible. A few years later, Walmart then tries to establish typical American rules in its stores, a so-called code of ethics. Among other things, this code prohibits flirting at work. Even a small gesture towards a colleague can lead to dismissal. And also this rule is decided without informing the works council. The German union Verdi criticizes, if people have the impression that even a gesture can lead to dismissal, that is not right. The union speaks of serious infringements on personal rights. A little later, the regional labor court in the German town of Düsseldorf rules that the company's ethic guidelines are largely invalid in Germany. In 2005, Walmart tries to recover one last time on the German market, and once again there is a change at the top management for that. Kai Hafner is replaced by the Briton David White. He once again makes a boastful statement. We are a commercial enterprise and we want to make profit in Germany. We will do that. You can rely on it. Just 3 months later, the newspaper Lebensmittelzeitung reports that Walmart in Germany is basically bankrupt. Only a letter of comfort from the parent company in Arkansas can avert the insolvency-related indebtedness. Well, and then in July 2006, the German Walmart is finally history. The German competitor Metro, in a press statement, writes the following. The 85 remaining Walmart stores in Germany are to be taken over, and apparently at a bargain price. The group's existing stores are to become branches of the German supermarket chain Real. By the way, this Real supermarket chain also does not exist anymore today in Germany, at least in that form, so that supermarket chains go bankrupt and fail is not a super unusual thing. However, the story of the German Walmart is something special, and this failure also had consequences for the company in the rest of Europe. In the United Kingdom, there used to be the Asda stores, which belonged to Walmart for more than 20 years. However, they are quite different from the American Walmart branches, and in 2021, the company also sold these stores to the competition. In the rest of the world, things are sometimes better and sometimes worse for Walmart. In South Korea, for example, the company also failed in a similar way to Germany in the 2000s. And also in Japan, the company's expansion was not a success story. So, what do we learn from this? Well, a supermarket like that one over here, that is so huge, is really fun, especially for me as a European who doesn't really know that. However, maybe they only really work at the place where they first were invented, the United States of America. So, boys and girls, here we are back in the hotel. That was my story about Walmart. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up. You can also hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any upcoming video. And if you'd like to support me and my work, you can also do that, for example, on Patreon. The link is in the description down below. Or you can become a channel member on my YouTube channel. Then you will also get exclusive stuff and new videos before everyone else. So, that's it for today. Have a safe journey. See you next time. Bye bye.